college football on ESPN2 tonight, originating from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, for this Conference USA matchup between Marshall, 2-0 in conference play, and Middle Tennessee. Keon Davis, watch for number 24. 35.4 yards per return, 4th in the NCAA. He is housed 2, and he's going to watch that one go over his head for a touchback. It'll be Marshall at the 25-yard line. And Marshall, on the other hand, is an excellent defensive team. So Middle Tennessee's got a major challenge tonight when they have the ball. Plenty of time for Litton all day, in fact. There is a double move, and the sluggo to Willie Johnson gets him down to around the 25-yard line. Boy, Litton had all day to find the open receiver.
A great play call, double move. They're blitzing, they're coming after him. They're playing some man coverage. They're being really aggressive. And anytime you've got an aggressive secondary, your go-to play is the double move. Fake the short one, throw it in the hole deep for the big play.
For 37 yards down to the Blue Raiders 25. King pops through a hole. First one he has seen there. He'll get a solid 6 to the 19-yard line. Litton, a little pressure coming from the edge. Completion going to be a fight for Yurachek to the first down. And it looks like Ryan Yurachek, who is a terrific tight end. King. Great vision shown there by King. He'll get to that edge and he'll find the end zone. What a beautiful run by the redshirt freshman from Florida, 15 yards. And Tyler King has his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season.
I'm telling you, you can't catch this guy in a bottle. He's got so much quickness. He's up inside. He's patient. He bounces it outside. Then he has the speed outside of the quickness.
Thundering herd.
It's one of the problems, Dave, when you're moving and blitzing so much. Sometimes up inside, you see these huge holes up and up. You get a guy like King, he jumps through it for the touchdown.
Quarterback for the Blue Raiders will be John Urzua, as the coach's son, Brent Stockstill, not ready yet to come back from injury, but may be available for the next game. And Marshall, known for their special teams and kick coverage, just smothered the kick return at that time. Jaquan Yulee in there on the stop to lead the parade. Top of that pistol formation. Fake to him. Urzua with one fake. In trouble and sacked. Back at the 33-yard line by Channing Hames. His 2nd sack of the season from the redshirt sophomore from Charm City, Baltimore. That's a loss of 10.
Yeah, it was a screen and go. He's going to take it and fake out to his left for the screen. And there's really good coverage downfield of Marshall. Look at the screen. He looked, he tried.
So Marshall still hasn't given up a first-quarter touchdown, but they've now given up 9 first-quarter points. And Middle Tennessee has now scored on 5 straight opening drives, but that's the first time in the streak that it was not a 6-pointer. And again, Keon Davis, the one to watch, and he's now in a single safety position awaiting the kick. First time was a touchback. Davis 2 returns this year for scores. You've got to think about this one. And he'll take a knee. So King again. This time he pops through. Oh, he goes over! And it's a first down and much more for Tyler King. Out to the 45. Javante Moffitt was ready to hit him. And all of a sudden he's over his head.
I like this guy. He's fun to watch. He's got inside zone to the left. If you can't run over him or around him, jump over him. He leaped the top. He's 190 pounds. Leaped over the top of Moffitt.
Looking at him all the way. Yurachek makes the grab. He'll have a first down and more than that, as he will be pushed out of bounds at around the 41-yard line in Marshall territory by Litton. Quick drop, quick throw, and gathered at the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. A heck of a catch.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't have called it, but Rodney Allen got away with one there where he had his hands on the receiver.
Pressure here for Urzua. Hit as he throws, is picked off. Interception made by Artis Johnson, and Johnson will march in for the Marshall touchdown. Ty Tyler hit the quarterback, and Johnson will benefit.
This is what the Blue Raiders couldn't afford to have happen, and these are really good pass rushers up front. You talked about
Marshall, the pick 6, and the Thundering Herd doing just that right now. Urzua, quick throw, quick catch. And that's a first down. C.J. Wyndham. And the ball has come out, and Marshall is going to bring it back to around the 15-yard line. Let's see if that's going to be a fumble. Hancock in there on the play has the ball. Is it a fumble? Or was he down?
Throws a hitch on first down. The ball is loose. It is out.
Yep, that was Omari Cobb, 31, who forced it. And obviously the replay booth is looking at it, but we think we're pretty confident how this is going to turn out as the call will stay on the field.
Yeah, you can't get the ball away from your body. It'll wear them out in the fourth quarter.
That was a generous spot. They moved him to about just a little inside the 10. It's third down and very short, and it's an easy touchdown run for Davis. That opened up wide. He could have scored from 100 yards out. It was so wide open instead of just 9. Free by Chase Hancock. 14 points off of turnovers. Look at the hole here. An 18-yard touchdown drive. So that's why we're sitting at 21-3 Herd over the Blue Raiders. This is Anderson of the goal line. Got to the 15 and he got hit hard. Marshall has a rep for being good in kick coverage, and they show it again. Morrow on the stop. Let's go back to that touchdown.
Well, Coach Schaefer told us he was really concerned about the big guys staying in their gaps and playing square. If you watch number 96, Collins, he is in the A gap, and he gets reached by the right guard and leaves a tremendous hole inside. So gap up inside.
Middle Tennessee has made some significant strides. The ball's popped loose, and the pass was deflected. We almost had 3 for 3. Urzua, pardon me. Has time here. Guns it. An error. Incomplete. James was the intended receiver. That's the guy they want to get the ball to. And he was not able to hang on. It'll be fourth down and 10. A 3-and-out forced by the Marshall D. So he'll have to watch to see if his defense can play here against Litton. And Litton will make a nice throw. And that'll be close to a first down. A couple of yards short. Brady coming back. Litton came in with 112 passes without an interception.
Big third down. Don't turn it over. Keep the right to punch. You got one of the best punters in the country.
Pressure here. Litton gets belted after he throws to the mark and beyond, but Williams breaking through to the Middle Tennessee secondary and brought down to the 37-yard line. There is a flag down back at the 37-yard line. Might be roughing the quarterback. Now, we kind of lost sight of the great play on the offensive end.
Yeah, Chase Litton has really good protection. He sits in the pocket, throws it inside to Williams. This is a huge play on third down and 15.
Keon Davis is back in. And he is back in the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall. Two touchdown runs tonight for Keon Davis, giving him 3 on the season.
I've been impressed with this offensive line. There's a lot of young guys in here, but Marshall's offensive line gets a push, and they knock.
He's not here tonight. He set this one out, and he's waiting to see you guys at halftime. And there is a ton of pressure and another sack as Marquise Couch and Ty Tyler sandwiching Urzua.
Yeah, these guys are really, really good up front. That's Tyler back there hitting him again, and they're just really, really quick coming off the corner. Foster got him there as well. Plus,
Randy Moss ranks the best catches from this weekend's college football action, and You Got Mossed. Countdown streaming live on the ESPN app. Randy's pretty qualified to talk about great catches in college football.
54 touchdown passes here. I remember Randy, tall and fast in college, and took over at Marshall.
Took over in the NFL, too.
Yeah.
He was unguardable for a while. I mean, literally unguardable. You were at his mercy.
If you're Marshall here, you want to take it down and score before the half. You got 2:04 left. You're going to use your 1-minute offense and go for it.
They go to King. King breaks through. He's going to make this a little bit easier. He fights off a hard hit, and King will get out to the 40-yard line for a 21-yard pickup. He collided with Reed Blankenship, and the running back won the collision.
I'm so impressed with King. He can run over you. He plants the foot. He turns up. He's very physical when he hits you.
Litton, beautiful throw. He had a lot of room to run if he felt like it, but he didn't need to with Willie Johnson just sitting down in that zone. And it's a first down to the 23, a gain of 12. We've seen Vedvik punt tonight. We've seen him make PATs. You see what he's done so far. 45 is long. He's 50% this season. This one from 25 makes it 31-10. So with just 17 seconds remaining. And the pass was returned by Artis Johnson for a Marshall touchdown. He's had some stretches where he's been hot. He'll try to get going again here. And that was very well contended. He was trying to feed it in to Tucker, and Gant was right there.
Felt that they missed an opportunity not getting a touchdown at the end of that half. He said we have to do a better job taking care of the ball defensively.
They go back toward a tunnel screen, and that was disrupted by Blake Keller. Again running right, again throwing it up, and this time, oh, a great catch by the official. Yes, sir, at the goal line. The side judge comes up with the hands that time.
Now you got to go field goal.
His 18th carry. Oh my goodness, how did he get out of that? And now King breaking another tackle, playing off the block, and he's finally chased out of bounds around the 41-yard line by Chris Melton. What a run by King.
He may have another Sports Center top 10. Look at this. He's in the hole. He's up inside. He starts to the right. He jumps out left. And then he has the speed to outrun the linebackers and go north and south for a huge gain. What vision. Starts to the right. Squares his shoulders. Jumps back out to the left. Plants his foot and turns up.
Lou Holtz and the head ball coach. Now he's got his own program, and a good one here in Murfreesboro. Right now they are struggling with an excellent Marshall defense, and you're going to see Anderson lose a couple of yards there. It'll be second down and 12. That's going to be painful for a few days. When he sneezes or coughs, oh, I've had something like that before. That's ugly. Urzua, down he goes, back of the 25-yard line. Channing Hames getting some playing time tonight. A couple of times we've mentioned number 94's name, and that's a loss back to the 25. They need 18 on third down.
Yeah, he was the player of the game last week, and we sit here with...
Thomas breaks a tackle and then kind of stumbled a little bit, and Marshall was very eagerly all over him with Chase Hancock. Urzua in trouble, 5th sack, flag down. Durant and Hames in there again. They just cannot block Hames. They like to, for loafing. I don't think he's going to get hit with that.
He has a motor.
Urzua, little tunnel screen. The tunnel is going to be closed for business. That's a short gain. And Ty Lee got bounced around quite a bit by a few Marshall defenders. 10th play of the drive, the longest one of the night for Middle Tennessee. Has time here to the end zone, and it's broken up by Ty Lee. The offensive player breaks up the interception that Malik Gant nearly had. Middle Tennessee 1 out of 3 average on 4th downs. Urzua going for it all, and it is batted away. Incomplete. Jawan Young. We talked about what an aggressive player Young is. He almost had the interception in the back of the end zone. Litton gunning it again. This one's caught by Obi Obalo. Former Oklahoma State star. At one point, Darrell Randolph in coverage that time.
Many, many years ago.
Heisman Trophy winner and dentist. Had to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Jimmy Marshall. Tyler King, number 3, back into the tailback spot here for the Herd. He'll get it. And again, King is really good. He has been the hot back of the night tonight. He gets out to the 21. It's a 17, maybe 16-yard pickup. They're going to say to the 22 from the Blue Raiders 20-yard line. Here comes the blitz. They'll go out in space. The catch made by 9. Marcel Williams. He's brought down from behind and a good solid tackle right around where the first down mark is. And remember, 7 of the Marshall points, 14 of them technically coming off of turnovers, 7 of them directly off a pick 6. Litton throws back against the grain. The catch is made to the 5, and just short of the pylon is Juracek. Moffitt preventing a touchdown. It'll be 1st and goal at around the 1-yard line.
You're going to sprint to the right, and your tight end is going to block and try to delay to get the linebackers to lose their eye discipline. Then he's going to slip on the shallow cross all the way across the field. Very good play by Moffitt to keep him out of the end zone.
136 consecutive attempts now by Chase Litton without an interception.
Impressive throw, too, back across the body.
With the defender in his face. And there is the touchdown Marshall had been looking for. That's Tyler King into the end zone for a 2nd time tonight. 38 yards in 2 minutes and 55 seconds.
Davis, big physical guy up inside.
Well, we talked about how Ryan Juracek sort of made the meal, then he served it, and he made sure everybody got a piece right here.
Well, he's so versatile. You see him catch a touchdown pass earlier in the year. You see him catch the crossing route, but now he can block. So he's a guy that can do it all. That's why he's so valuable.
So a switch made here by the Middle Tennessee coaches, going with Shane Tucker to receive this kickoff, and he'll get it from the 2. And Tucker tripped up. Marshall is so hard to run kicks against.
They've got good chemistry, just like Dave and Matt. Guys.
Oh, you're so nice. Thank you, Adnan. I appreciate that. Not much there for Anderson. And they will be hosting FIU on October 28th. Banks gonna throw down the middle, almost caught by Ty Lee. Late rush defensively, breaking that pass up. A couple of alums from our Friday night series, Miami and Syracuse going at it. That ought to be a ton of fun at Hard Rock Stadium in North Miami, 3:30 on ESPN. In the meantime, not a lot of fun right now here for Middle Tennessee. All right, thank you, Adnan, very much. So Chase Litton will get the rest of the night off, and here indeed is Jackson White out of Gainesville, Florida, the freshman quarterback. Listen, this staff has Gainesville fingerprints all over it, this Marshall staff, having worked for Urban Meyer for a time there. And so Chase Litton, who now looks like he's working on his bowling technique and is able to pick up single pin spares. In the meantime, Anthony Anderson runs out for about 8 yards. So while Litton works on his game, his record of 27 straight games with a touchdown pass, the 2nd longest streak in the country, has come to an end, barring something really, really odd.
Well, and good for him that he doesn't care. It's about the team and the win. He's happy on the sideline. He's not pouting about his record. And good for Doc Holliday and Bill Legg that they're letting the other young guy play that has an opportunity to get out there and enjoy himself a little bit. And he may need to play at some point. So good for them that they're getting him a little work.
And it also means they get to keep the red shirt on the other freshman quarterback, Isaiah Green. They beat this Middle Tennessee team earlier this year, and they play Marshall in November. Anderson, and he goes over the top and takes a hard fall, but bounces right back up. That'll be a very exciting 6-yard gain.
Coaches told us they needed to play Anderson more. They felt like he was another back that was moving forward and doing some really good things.
He's a redshirt junior out of Eden Prairie, Minnesota, has 7 carries, 23 yards tonight. Yeah, if you start thinking about who is going to be this year's Western Michigan, who's going to be that team coming out of nowhere. Although, to be fair, I don't think USF and UCF are coming out of nowhere. As Anderson has just fought through the entire defense, it seems like, to keep going. That's 2 yards with a lot of work. We were on the app last night. We were driving back from a fine place you picked out in downtown Nashville, keeping up with Houston and Memphis. That was a crazy finish.
That was a crazy finish. 2 good teams.
Yeah, your former QB, Major Applewhite, now the head coach in Houston. But a solid performance. Both sides, really all 3 phases. Their kick coverage team is excellent. They really get after it on kick returns. This is a good team. 6 sacks, 8 tackles for loss, only 53 yards on the ground allowed, and they had 2 turnovers. They turned into 14 points. They blew this game open after outscoring Middle Tennessee 24-7 in the second quarter. A lot of respect between those two coaches that Mac mentioned, and a lot of respect in the industry for those two coaches as well.
Yeah, really good guys that have led their programs for a long time, and they do it the right way.
Final score for the final time: Marshall 38-10 over Middle Tennessee.